Today on our show, Statesboro gets a call for unity. We remember Homes for Our Troops honoring a Statesboro soldier with a new house. From Blitch to Brooklet and all points in between, you're in Studio Statesboro.
Studio Statesboro brought to you in part by Ogeechee Technical College and East Georgia Regional.
Ask your cardiologist about our newest program in cardiac care. Ask your cardiologist about our newest cardiac specialist. Ask your cardiologist about the life-saving procedures we can now perform in our brand new facility. The complete heart care you need is available right where you live. Call your cardiac referral line today. East Georgia Regional Medical Center in Statesboro.
Welcome to Studio Statesboro. I'm Robin Aspinwall. Thanks for clicking on us. After the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Parade wrapped up in downtown Statesboro on Monday, the celebration of the civil rights icon moved indoors to Tabernacle Baptist Church. During the community service program there, keynote speaker Jonathan McCollar urged his audience to realize King's dream of unity among people of all backgrounds.
His child, his servant would be called back home to him. However, when that flame flickered away on that balcony in Memphis, Tennessee, it left the nation asking the question, why? All right. Why was he taken so soon, and why was he taken in such a way? Why did it have to be him? Why did he have to go? All right. Who else had spent a lifetime of building a legacy that would be able to transcend time? Who else had spent the countless hours penning the speeches and books and articles that would allow generations to follow, to look ever so briefly into the heart and mind of a man that was sent to do God's work? Yes, you are. Yes. So here we are, some 45 years later, celebrating the life and legacy of a man that died in service to a people, to a nation, and to a God. That's right. I remind you that this should never be a sad occasion. Because it is not so much a memorial, but a celebration.
When we come back, we'll watch a Statesboro soldier get a new home.
Here at Ogeechee Technical College, I teach students the value of hard work and dedication. I'm proud when they're able to realize their purpose and be successful. My purpose is fulfilled when I see students graduate and begin working in a profession they love. I'm Tony Pizzacano. My purpose is to help students find their purpose.
At Ogeechee Tech, there are many instructors like Tony to help you find your purpose in everything from accounting to truck driving. Ogeechee Technical College, education with purpose.
Army Staff Sergeant Scott Milliken was serving in Afghanistan in 2010 when an explosion left him in a wheelchair. Last year, the Statesboro resident received the keys to a new home built especially for his family and him by the Homes for Our Troops organization. It was a moving and joyous occasion for everybody at the celebration.
You guys are our frontline defenders here at home, and thank you for what you do. 109 homes built to the team that's behind the scenes.
A former president of the United States once said, "There's nothing wrong with America that can't be fixed with what is right with America."
Staff Sergeant Milliken, we are extremely grateful for your sacrifice and service. to this great country, and we're honored to be a part of this key ceremony today. It's to all of our residents and treat everyone as neighbors. As you plan your new life in the Statesboro area, we hope you will enjoy our wonderful restaurants, the many diverse programs offered by Georgia Southern University, music, art, and drama offered through the Avery Center for the Arts, and the recreation facilities for all ages.
There are thousands of folks who are facing challenges as a result of their service for our country and our wars overseas. They come back with injuries that many soldiers wouldn't have survived in earlier days, but as a result of advances in technology, medical and armor and personnel care and management, we now have folks facing challenges that they otherwise wouldn't have had to encounter. Lincoln said, part of the unfinished business of every nation after war is to care for him who shall have borne the battle. And Homes for Our Troops is one organization that helps care for those who've borne the battle for us. Scott Milliken is one of those, as well as all of the thousands of folks across the state that he represents, and I'm here to show my support for them.
Calvin Coolidge once said, patriotism is easy to understand in America. It means looking out for yourself by looking out for your country. All of those who've been wounded in uniform, or family members of those who have been wounded in uniform, understand all too well the spectrum of those sacrifices and their aftermath. I appreciate your devotion to the Army, your commitment to your soldiers, and it's an absolute honor to know you and to have served as your company commander on a small part of your life, and that you have been an incredibly big part of ours.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Since he was wounded in Afghanistan and got to Tampa, and then from Tampa up to Fort Stewart, he's been under my command the whole time. He is determined. He's sometimes he's blunt and he's rough, but he always has great intentions. If he says he's going to do something, he's always going to do it. He's an inspiration to soldiers and officers alike. He's truly been an outstanding leader, and it's been an honor to know him.
Homes for Our Troops is a nonprofit organization, and what we do is we build specially adapted homes for those veterans out there who've been severely wounded since 9/11. You know, Scott was serving with the Georgia National Guard. He's part of a combat engineer unit that was deployed to Afghanistan. Scott's mission in Afghanistan was route clearance, and of course during a route clearance mission they rolled over an IED, which he was severely wounded, paralyzed from the waist down. He went through the rehabilitation process, did a lot of his physical therapy and recovery at the hospital, the VA hospital in Tampa. And it was during that process that he had some friends down there that he was in the hospital with that he heard about Homes for Our Troops. So he asked about it, and of course, when we found out about Scott, we took a look at his background, the circumstances of his injuries, and he qualified for a specially adapted home as laid out by the Veterans Administration. So with that, we were able to build this house for Scott.
Thanks for joining us in Studio Statesboro today. We're here with a new show after 5 p.m. every weekday. You can stay in touch with local news in the pages of the Statesboro Herald and online at statesboroherald.com. And you can also follow us on Facebook. We'll see you soon.